The film opens with a scene where police cars are chasing a truck that has been stolen by a criminal gang. The police shoot at the truck, but Mia, who is driving, doesn't stop. She swerves into narrower streets to lose the cops, but it doesn't work. They enter the highway. Two members of the gang find a washing machine in the back of the truck and throw it at one of the police cars. They succeed. The cops are forced to stop, and Officer Cortez is seriously injured. Officer Vince immediately calls for an ambulance.
Recap camp.
After escaping the police, Mia and Charlie have to deliver the drugs hidden inside the truck to Lord Choi. Lord Choi is impressed that Mia and Charlie managed to send a cop to the ICU and tells the security chief to go back to his post so he can have a quick chat with the two of them. The security chief returns to his post at the entrance and lights a cigarette when a car enters the alley. He senses something is off and receives a message telling him to leave immediately. The message is from someone inside the very car, so he quickly goes back inside to escape through the back door. Meanwhile, two of Mia and Charlie's friends, who are watching from the street, see a group of armed men heading into the building and immediately call Mia. But it might be too late. Detective Walker and Officer Ellie, who are nearby, are dispatched to the scene. Walker enters the crime scene and sees the chaos. There are no cameras, so he tries to reconstruct what happened. He suspects at least 3 people with machine guns stormed in, and the bodyguards didn't even have time to draw their weapons. Someone informs Walker that Officer Cortez, an old friend of his, was injured during the truck chase and is now hospitalized. Walker is deeply shocked. Ellie shows him the CCTV footage from the restaurant upstairs. 2 people with guns are seen fleeing the restaurant, but they're only carrying simple pistols, which, according to Walker, couldn't have done this much damage. Walker recognizes Charlie in one of the photos, the mayor's son, but he doesn't tell Ellie. Walker goes to see Mayor Lawrence, who is furious when he hears what his son has gotten involved in. Walker promises to save Charlie. Meanwhile, Lord Choi's mother, who has now taken over the mafia group, wants revenge for her son's death. She orders her security chief to find the people responsible immediately, or she'll kill him herself. Walker visits the hospital to check on his friend, where he runs into old colleagues Vince and Jake. They tell him Cortez isn't doing great, but will survive. Cortez's wife tells Walker that before being taken into surgery, Cortez mentioned something about an operation that got everyone in trouble. Walker knows exactly what he was referring to. One night, he, Vince, and the rest of the team were robbing a mafia safe when they got caught and had to kill an undercover cop. Walker tells Cortez's wife that nothing serious happened during that operation, but he knows Lawrence is aware of it. He must save Charlie, otherwise, they'll all end up in prison. Mia's uncle, Raul, tells her that he'll have new passports ready for her and Charlie by the end of the night and that they should lay low until then. When the police chief finds out Charlie's true identity and that Walker didn't mention it in the report, he removes Walker from the case. Mayor Lawrence decides to leave the city for his own safety, but 2 motorcyclists surround his car, kill both his bodyguards, and take him. They work for the mafia. Walker traces Mia's calls and finds Raul, who swears he only wanted to get them new passports and wasn't doing anything illegal. Walker takes Raul's phone and sends a message to Mia, telling her to come to a club to pick up the passports. At the same time, one of Mia's friends tips off the mafia boss about Mia's location. Walker arrives at the club and finds Mia upstairs. She tries to run, but he catches her. He tells her he's a cop but doesn't intend to arrest her, as long as she tells him where Charlie is. Mia tries to break free when she sees Vince and his crew. She tells Walker they're the ones who killed Choi and his men that night. Vince talks to Walker and asks him to side with them and hand over the girl. Walker refuses, but a bigger problem arrives. Vince tells Walker to step aside or he'll force him to. Then mafia assassins show up. Vince also sees them and tries to hold them off, but a fight breaks out between everyone, and Mia starts to run. They attack Vince and his men. Walker slams Jake's head into a wall. The others try to corner Mia. Walker chases after her. She's cornered when Walker reaches her and beats up a few of the attackers. Mia grabs a cleaver and joins in to help Walker. Walker is still fighting when Jake grabs Mia. More mafia hitmen pour in like a swarm. Mia hits Jake in the face with an ice bucket and escapes, only to be caught by another one, but Vince shoots the attacker. Charlie and Raul arrive. Walker provides cover fire so Mia can climb down a ladder. Walker tells Charlie that his father sent him and he has to come with him. When Charlie refuses, Walker points a gun at Mia's head and tells him he has no choice. More enemies are closing in on them. Walker and Raul start shooting to give Mia and Charlie a chance to escape. Raul gets shot and Mia helps him walk. One of Vince's men is killed in the crossfire. As Walker and the others try to escape, more mafia members storm in through the main entrance. Walker realizes he needs to find another way out. Raul's arm is severely wounded. He stays behind the door to buy them some time. Mia begs him not to do it, but Charlie pulls her away. Raul is gunned down. Walker and the others manage to escape through another door. Outside, the street has turned into a battleground between the police and the mafia. They find a car and jump in, but bullets rain down on them from every direction. Somehow, they manage to escape that hell. Vince and Jake take care of the remaining mafia forces. Since those two are cops, they don't get arrested. Walker calls Ellie and tells her that the two of them killed Choi and his men and asks her to go to the hospital because Cortez's life might be in danger. Ellie replies that if that's the case, then Cortez must be working with them, but Walker disagrees, saying Cortez probably didn't know about their plan. Turns out, Walker was right. Cortez really is in danger. Ellie spots Choi's head of security near Cortez's room. Suddenly, the hospital alarm goes off. The head of security kills a police officer and guns down Cortez. At that moment, Cortez's wife arrives and sees the scene. The man shoves her toward Ellie and shoots her too. Ellie fights him furiously. Before he can escape, she shoots him in the leg and arrests him. Walker, Charlie, and Mia hide out in a house outside the city. Walker calls Lawrence and asks him to come and pick up Charlie. But the mafia boss, who has captured Lawrence, hears the call and tracks Walker's location. Walker puts on a bulletproof vest and readies his gun in case Lawrence betrays him. Vince and Jake get a message from their boss instructing them to go to a location to trade the drugs they stole from Choi with a buyer. But the whole thing is actually Ellie's trap, and she manages to capture them both. Mafia forces arrive at Walker's house and open fire. Walker gives Charlie a gun to defend himself. The house is being riddled with bullets from all sides. Walker kills several of them with a shotgun. Charlie also takes a few down. One of them breaks into the house and Mia shoots him. Then, they start getting shot at from under the floor. Walker goes down to the basement and kills those hiding there. One of them puts up a tough fight and Walker is badly beaten. The woman, thinking Walker is dead, tries to drag his body away, but Walker kills her. Unfortunately, it's too late. Mia and Charlie have been captured. The mafia boss tells Lawrence that he has to kill Mia. Charlie begs him not to do it. Walker, who had been unconscious, regains consciousness. Ellie arrives and explains everything to the mafia boss, telling her that it was his own son, the head of security, who killed him, and that these cops helped uncover the truth. Vince distracts Ellie, and Jake takes her gun. Jake aims at Charlie, but Lawrence throws himself in front of his son, saving him. Ellie shoots Jake, and Walker fights Vince. The head of security finds a gun and kills the mafia boss. Vince fights him too, gets wounded, but eventually kills him. Lawrence bleeds out and dies. Walker sees Vince trying to escape with a bag full of drugs and chases after him. Vince tries to get on a train, but he's so badly wounded that he can't even reach it. Walker shoots him and stops him. Vince has a gun hidden under him. As he turns to shoot Walker, Walker shoots first and kills him. Finally, everything comes to an end. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, you know what to do.